Naganaduk. Good morning. It's a beautiful day to be Anishinaabe today, and it's important to start thinking about the decision we have to make as Nipissing Anishinaabe tomorrow in the Nipissing First Nation election. I'm here to give my formal and personal recommendation and endorsement to Chief Scott McLeod. So please re-elect Chief Scott. There's a number of reasons for that, and the biggest reason I think is the continuation of the good leadership that we've had in this community. In my experience, and this is what I've been doing for a living for, close to 20 years now, is working with First Nation governments, working with Indigenous organizations and, different communities across the country to develop their governance, to develop their policy capacity, and to develop into good functioning Indigenous communities. And I can say without a doubt that Nipissing First Nation is among the best run communities across Canada. And I could say that completely objectively. We've been leaders in financial management and in the development of financial management expertise in Canada. We're leaders in development of trusts for our land claims. We are leaders in development in human resource development and building our competency in our public service. And of course, in lands management, we've been national leaders, one of the first 14 communities to establish a lands management regime. But what I'm most proud of these days is that we are becoming national leaders, role models on how we manage our natural resources, including our fisheries. There's a lot of people out there, and quite disturbingly, dismiss the state of our fisheries, dismiss the concerns that us as Anishinaabe, as Nipissing Anishinaabe have over the health of the fish and the health of the lake. And our organization, our community, through the leadership of Scott, through the leadership of, council, has established a very, very good regime of fisheries management, established good regulations, something that I would describe as good, something that is going to make sure that our fish are there for 7 generations, to make sure that the lake is healthy. The problem we've had is compliance with that. And there are people, there are harvesters that want to disregard the health of the lake. They want to disregard the regulations that are put in place. And given that, the science and the surveys point to, a troubling trend with regard to the fish, we need to have rules in place. And, part of the challenge is enforcing those regulations. And, we've had to use methods such as the MOU established with the Ministry of Natural Resources, which to me is an amazing thing because they were our opposition for the longest time. And there's a lot of people that still have those hard feelings over the opposition and enforcement of MNR and the harassment they see from MNR. But they're now working with us, and for the very first time in provincial history, recognized our right to manage the resource, recognized Nipissing First Nation's right to manage the fishery. And that's, that can't be understated. The government of the province and the government of Canada aren't willing to admit jurisdiction, not willing to admit that we have these rights. And, part of that is about recognizing that the resource and the lake and the fish, that has to come first. We need to make sure that those resources are there for a long time. And I'm really proud of our community. We need to all be proud of our community and how progressive we are, how we are committed to protecting our resources and also committed to protecting our rights. Those people that out there are saying we're selling out and we're selling out our rights aren't witness to the reality of these discussions. And, to have recognition of our rights by a government is something quite tremendous. And, that's flies in the face of this argument that we're selling out our rights. So I'm really happy and really excited about the future of our community. We are well governed. We are in good hands. And with that, I'm endorsing and recommending you vote Scott McLeod for chief. And so please re-elect, and we'll see everyone out at ballot box tomorrow. Miigwech.